The Jewish quarter I'm walking through now, I think it's called Kazimierz, if I'm pronouncing it right, used to be a separate Jewish city. If you can believe it, the largest Jewish community in Europe lived here for hundreds of years. Of course, the Nazis destroyed that community and most of them were deported to camps. Thank you. Most likely they ended up in Auschwitz. I just tasted the goulash and I can't believe it. I never would have thought of such a combination of goulash, like Hungarian goulash, but with Arabic flavors. So I also make big stuffed cabbage rolls, but this, my fist is small. See you at my next recipe. And me walking around here in sandals, shirsh, because that's how you pronounce sirs in Hebrew, meaning roots. I fit right in walking around here. Hello and good morning. A new adventure begins today. A new adventure with the car. A new adventure in which you are coming with me. I left in the morning. I'm heading to Russia. Again, the second attempt to reach Russia last year was again an attempt, unfortunately unsuccessful. Because, as you know, the Georgians didn't let me pass and sent me back. So this year I thought of another route, another attempt to reach Russia, and I want to enter Russia from Estonia. Now let's see if it's possible. Over there, theoretically, there shouldn't be any problem. I have all the necessary documents for the car. The visa hasn't arrived yet, but that's not a problem because I plan to spend a few more days in the Baltic countries. I don't plan to go to Druna, so the visa has to come today anyway. I'm not worried about the visa. It's electronic. I applied online. Last year it came the same way, in a few days without any problem. I don't see why it wouldn't come this year too, so I'm already on my way. I left from Warsaw. I want to leave the country through Vamaborz near Oradea, and from there I plan to go to Poland. I haven't booked accommodation for today yet. Yeah, I'll see how I feel. If I feel okay, I'll go all the way to Poland, probably to Krakow. If not, I'll stop in Slovakia and continue the journey tomorrow. I still don't know. I haven't booked accommodation yet, as I told you. I'll see how I feel on the road. Let's see how this year's adventure towards Russia goes. Typical weather here in Warsaw for this time of year, meaning it's pretty cold and it's rained almost every morning for a while now. It's good for agriculture. It's really good for agriculture. Everything is extremely green now at the beginning of August. Absolutely superb. The road from the village now, ever since it was renovated. Finally, they worked on this road for about 10 years, but now everything is perfect. It's truly a pleasure to visit Oradea. I'm already arriving in Bayush and the drive here was really good. The road is very good without too much traffic, and now I'm going to take a new road. For the first time I'm going to take the Bayush bypass. The Bayush bypass, which has only recently been opened for use.
In 50 meters in the next lane, at the next exit, take the branch, bypass BS.
Let's see if I can manage to get on the bypass.
Exit in the next lane branch.
For the first time for me, the Bayush bypass. I really remember that there used to be some traffic jams in Bayush. Since the bypass opened, the city has really cleared up. I'm curious where it will take me, in which part. Very good. It's very good that the road infrastructure is developing. Impeccable. The new Bayish Ring Road takes me out right after the city. It makes the road to Oradea much easier. I have a little way to go until Bela Felix, where I plan to stop and go eat the daily menu. At the self-service place, which is really cool there in Bela Felix, I've always eaten very well every time. I haven't been to Bela Felix in a long time. I miss spending a day or two here, but maybe another time, probably in the fall when it cools down a bit. Autumn. It's much nicer in the autumn, and especially in the spring, to go to Bela Felix for the thermal waters. I'm stopping for the daily menu. Again, I see new roads here at the entrance to Bela Felix. Again, a new road, a bypass that goes around Bela Felix and San Martin. Super cool. I noticed many investments in this region, but I won't get on this new bypass because I want to enter Bela Felix to go eat. Let's check out Bela Felix now in summer. It will be hard with parking to find a parking spot. But look, there are parking spots here. I think I'll park here. These weren't here before. This is something new. I'll park here and walk from here. It's not far. Bela Felix looks much better now after the renovation. I saw some construction sites. They're still working around here. Let me tell you, yesterday, here, somewhere in front, it's that impinged tava where every time I've eaten very well, always fresh food. Decent prices. Pretty empty around here. Yeah, well, people don't really come to Bela Felix in the summer because it's extremely hot. You can't really stay in the thermal water for too long when it's so hot outside. Yeah, last time I was here it wasn't finished. Now I see everything is done. Simple. Ancient olive trees. It looks incredible. I have no words. Yeah, I miss it. I miss coming here and staying for 2-3 days. Yeah, I'll probably come more towards autumn. And the restaurant, that cafeteria style restaurant was here. I hope it still is. I'm not familiar with the area anymore. It's here. Yes, that's good. Look, here's the menu of the day, 38 lei, and you can choose whatever you want. This is pretty much what the menu of the day looks like here. A very good soup, like always, fresh. In fact, all the food here has always been fresh. I really enjoyed it. I ate so well. You know, that creamy and flavorful rice, I think it's the only rice I actually enjoy eating. This kind of rice, actually pilaf with vegetables made so well, and that meat just melted in my mouth. The soup was incredibly tasty, not to mention fresh. Oops, I went in here. I hope I don't get caught if these guys start noticing me here since I slipped by. It's so simple to make a good pot of soup. You go to the market with 20, 30 lei, you get a bunch of fresh vegetables and you don't use frozen vegetables, so your soup actually has flavor. It's that easy, I don't get it. I don't have someone like Liliac. Kind of late, I was coming. But Liliac has a strong scent. I really don't understand why, if you have a restaurant, don't you make an effort to have tasty food? Because that's why people come to you, for the taste. A very good example, I've been eating here for many years and every time it's been so good, that's why I keep coming back. You see, on this route from Diva onwards, there are a lot of restaurants. He comes here where he knows it was good, an example of good behavior. There's starting to be more and more of them throughout Romania. This area seems more spacious. Now, after the renovation, I think they widened the road a bit, and those parking spots over there, those matter a lot because, yeah, there was a parking problem here in the area. So I wanted another pie, but I can't eat more. I remembered that the ice cream here is really good, but I just can't anymore, so I'm going to get my car. I'm heading straight to Hungary and from there to Slovakia, and yes, I think I have time to make it to Krakow. According to the global positioning system, I'll get to Krakow around 6, which is really good. I'm also going to stop for a bit to look for accommodation. Actually, I think I'll look for a place to stay in Krakow now before I leave here. If I haven't told you, parking here costs 5 lei per hour. I paid through T-Park. Yeah, it looks like the whole resort has almost finished being renovated. There was still work going on the last time I was here, but now everything is spotless and looks really good. Actually, I can say that Felix is my favorite resort, along with One Mai, where I had a surprise last year. Was it last year? Yeah, I think I went there last year. And One Mai was renovated too, and I couldn't believe how good One Mai looks now. Yeah, I'll come to spend at least a weekend here this fall. No more. I stopped in Oradea to exchange some money. I brought both euros and dollars with me. From here, let's go, all the way to Krakow. I already booked a place. I got an apartment through Booking because it was cheaper than Airbnb. Very interesting. 320 lei, something like that, was the price for an apartment in the center of Krakow. I haven't been on this road before. I see that the Oradea bypass continues towards the border. That's really cool. Traffic flows very well here in the west of the country. I see I was also surprised by the new Arad bypass. When I came back from Budapest, again, I found myself on a road where I had no idea where I was. After that, I realized I was on a new bypass. I saw a highway sign here. I'm entering the Transylvania highway. Yes, once again, it's a first with this end of the highway. Another first for me. And I see there's also a Porsche 2 Customs. It's clear, a new customs at the highway. Super cool. This end of the Transylvania highway is very little traveled. Here towards the border, we've only seen a few cars. No one should stop me here now, and there shouldn't be a border crossing, but we'll see soon.
For 800 years, we continue to follow.
Yes, there's no sign of a border crossing anymore. I've already entered here, Hungary. Or is it? At Romania, there wasn't anymore. I don't think anyone here is connected to me.
Continue for 84 kilometers.
Come on, we cut ourselves, come on. I'm surprised that over there at Nadlat there was absolutely nothing. I mean, I passed through at 130 km/h. Here they make you go through the gates, but no one cares. Yeah, it's fine. I'm in Hungary. I have a Hungarian vignette from last time when I left for Greenland. Back then I got a vignette for a month, so I'd have it for the return trip too. And look, it was enough for another trip through Hungary as well. So I'm good. It expires in a few days, so I saved some more money. I've already been driving for about 50 kilometers on a completely empty highway. A couple of cars. There's little traffic here. Most of it seems to be on Nadlat. We just entered Slovakia. Here I'll have to stop at a gas station to get a vignette, even though I'm only driving a short distance through Slovakia. I still have about 280 kilometers to go until Krakow. I stopped to fill up the Duster, 1.50 euros for gasoline. Here in Slovakia, somewhere near Košice, it seemed pretty sad around here. Overgrown weeds, rundown buildings. Slovakia on the other side towards Austria looks much better. Convoy of army vehicles. Close to Ukraine. I'll probably see more of these. The gas station didn't have vignettes. That's what the saleswoman said, but it seems she just didn't want to make a vignette for me. She told me to go 3 kilometers to the next gas station. I left her alone and went online and got the vignette online, but it seemed really expensive to me. I paid 17 euros. That's a lot. That's a lot. But that's how it is. I have to cross Slovakia. I have no choice. There was no other way to go. Except through Ukraine. I just remembered now that I've been on this route before when I went to Nordkap, but back then, yeah, I went through Ukraine and crossed Ukraine. I entered Poland, and then from Poland I entered Lithuania. Now we're going Slovakia, Poland. I still have 200 and something, 226 kilometers to my accommodation in Krakow. At least the roads are good. The roads are good. I see that I'm entering some tunnels here. A mountainous area. I just exited a tunnel with the fortress in the background, kind of like the Solymosh fortress from our Muresh Valley. That's what it looks like, on top of a hill. I'm looking at the map and it's the fortress from Beharovce. Look, the sign says so. Yeah, from a distance it didn't look so imposing, but it's huge. Clearly a very important landmark here in this part of Slovakia. I also see a road up there packed with cars. Many people at the fortress. An interesting place. As I was driving here on the Slovak highway, I realized I haven't really told you about the plan for this trip. I talked a bit about it in yesterday's live, but in the vlogs I haven't said too much until now. But I just realized it now, so I want to tell you a bit about what I plan to visit on this trip. Wow, look at those mountains. Which mountains are these? I didn't know I was passing so close to some mountains. I need to look at the map to see which mountains are very tall. Definitely around 3,000 meters, maybe more. But what do I know? So I set off for Russia, but I want to stop in several countries along the route. I don't intend to do a marathon now. I'll stop in Poland, in Krakow. I'll stay until tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll go further, and I still don't know how far. Most likely I'll go beyond Poland. Should I stop in Lithuania? I'll take them as they come. I don't know which is first, Lithuania. After that, in the meantime, I had to delete some videos because I didn't have any more memory on my phone. I want to tell you more about what we're going to see together on this journey. I also asked ChatGPT about which mountains these are, and yes, just as I suspected, they are the Tatra Mountains, and the highest peak is somewhere around 2,600 meters. I estimated wrong, 3,000. Very spectacular. So I'll continue with what I want to tell you about this trip. I'll probably stop in Warsaw as well. I don't know yet. I'll decide tonight. How do you say I'll make a plan tonight? I might stop in Warsaw. I might cross into Lithuania tomorrow, after which we'll go to Latvia. In Riga, Riga was a city that I really liked, and I can't wait to return to Riga. And from Riga, I'll go to Estonia. In Estonia, clearly I'll stay for a few days because I also have some things to do there, after which I'll plan my route from there into Russia. I saw online, from what I found, there are 2 open borders. We'll see exactly which one I have the best chances to cross without having any problems. Then I'll head to St. Petersburg. If I manage to enter Russia, and I don't see why they wouldn't let me in this time, I'll head towards St. Petersburg. In St. Petersburg, of course, I'll stay for a few days. The global positioning system is already interrupting me. I have to make a right turn here. I want to stay in St. Petersburg for a few days for sure, and after that, depending on how I feel there, I'll decide which direction to go. That's pretty much the plan for now. Today, the first stop is Krakow. Tomorrow I'll go further. I still don't know if I'll stop or not. I would kindly ask you. Absolutely spectacular. The Tatra Mountains, in fact, are the Carpathian Mountains. They're part of the Carpathian Mountains. Stunning Tatra Mountains images. I just ran into a huge Tatra truck, and it reminded me that we also had Tatra trucks back home. In the past, as far as I knew, they were made in Czechia, but yeah, the factory is probably in Czechia. Now that they've split, they were Czechoslovak. Beautiful roads here through the mountains. I saw people on the side of the road with porcini mushrooms, with buckets with porcini, but they were small here too. Now they're just starting to come out. If I pass by a forest and I feel like it has potential, I stop to pick porcini mushrooms. In Slovakia, I'm in Poland and didn't even realize. Maybe just by the fact that everything became much more orderly, both the villages and the houses. There's a clear difference between Poland and Slovakia, which surprised me. I only got a message from Orange saying, "Welcome to Poland." There was no customs, absolutely nothing here through the mountains. So welcome to Poland. A beautiful mountain resort city. Very beautiful. Everything has been arranged. I still have 98 kilometers to go until I reach the accommodation. I forgot to tell you. For Poland, you don't need to buy a vignette. The highways are paid in sections like in Italy or Greece. It's not the first time I've been in Poland. I've been around the country a few times before. And I think the Polish have developed more than we have, although at one point I think we were at about the same level of development. The Polish have also worked a lot in European countries, in Italy, in Germany. There used to be a lot of Polish people working there, but lately I think most of them have gone back home. They invested here and the country developed. It developed a lot. I think the Polish are leading us. About 50 more kilometers to Krakow. I'm going to check into my accommodation, but first I'll need to withdraw some money. The Polish zloty is about the same as the Romanian leu, maybe just a little bit higher. I haven't done a conversion right now, but I remember the last time I had a layover in Poland when I was heading to India with my sister and brother-in-law. The zloty is roughly equal to the low. I already reached Krakow in about 9.5, 10 hours. That's about how long it took me to get here. It's crowded at the city entrance. I will go straight to the accommodation. I booked a place in the center so I can leave the car. Of course, I looked for accommodation that includes free parking. I know that from experience. If you get accommodation in big European cities without parking, you risk paying more for parking than for your accommodation. I'll park the car, we'll check into our accommodation, and then we'll go out to feel the vibe of the city. Of course, the Vistula River. I'm crossing it right now. This is what it looks like. So I still have 600 meters to the accommodation. We're coming on foot for a walk right away. Welcome to Krakow. I'm going to leave the car here on the curb until I go get my key for the entrance gate in a courtyard where I have my parking spot. These are the instructions I got from booking. It's right here across the street somewhere. Let's check out the accommodation. I just entered the apartment. Let's discover it together. Just like in the pictures. Very nice, clean. Bed, well, it's a pull-out sofa, but it's very, very good. I also have a window that opens with a view of the railway. That wasn't in the pictures. I hope there won't be many trains passing by here tonight. It's exactly what you need as a satisfied traveler. 300 and a bit of lei is what all of this cost, including the parking. I'm going to park the car. I need to find the remote somewhere. Yeah, I'll check because it was written where it was left, but I didn't remember. 14.2? The traveler to the traveler. Here's the parking remote. Go park the car. I brought the car. We're parking it. Spot number 26. On floor -1. Uzi, it's a bit tight here. No one else has this. But the remote has more buttons. So the place, let's look for it. I didn't see what's here. That means she's the next one. 26, yeah, what a tight spot here. We have experience and can handle it. We'll do some maneuvers. But I won't bore you anymore. No, let's take a little walk now at dusk through the city of Krakow, a city full of history. Although it was quite a long day, 10 hours on the road, I still have the energy to walk a bit through Krakow. Whenever I go on a trip, I transform, I get filled with energy, and I can't wait to discover new places. I ended up in the Jewish quarter. That's where my accommodation is. And from here, I'll take a walk through this neighborhood. Then we'll go to the center, to the historic center. It already smells like food, really good. I'm already hungry. I only had the daily menu at Felix this morning. Let's see where we end up eating something in Krakow today. A lot of tourists, a whole lot of tourists, a lot of Jews. I saw Jews with side curls here, and there's also a famous synagogue nearby here in the Jewish quarter. I also saw many immigrants, which surprised me, for Poland to be chosen. That's just at first glance. You know, I present to you live what I experience, what I observe. It's very beautiful. It's beautiful. Kurti. The Jewish quarter I'm walking through now, I think it's called Kazimierz if I'm pronouncing it right. This used to be a separate Jewish city. If you can believe it, the largest Jewish community in Europe lived here for hundreds of years. Of course, the Nazis destroyed that community and most of them were deported to camps. Most of them probably ended up in Auschwitz. That's why now a lot of Jews come here. I've seen many walking around here. Yes, a troubled history, not exactly a pleasant one to read or listen to. And yes, I don't like places with this kind of atmosphere. That's why I've avoided going to Auschwitz so many times. I haven't visited Auschwitz and I never will. Instead, we're taking a walk to the historic center, which is about a 15-20 minute walk from here. Let's see in my next recipe. I'm already reaching the immense walls of the old city. It seems that the entire historic center is surrounded by this wall. I think it's about 10 meters high. Approximately. I'll need to go around to find an entrance. To give you an idea of what happened here, I recommend Polanski's film The Pianist. I think the film was still in Warsaw, not in Krakow, but probably the same thing happened here in the Jewish quarter. I recommend that you look for and watch that film. We're nearing the center, surrounded by monumental buildings. Golden hour is coming up with the sunset. I think I'll catch it from around here in the medieval center, whose name I didn't remember, a Polish name. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. What I did remember is that it's one of the largest and best preserved medieval centers in Europe. All right, I moved away so the sun doesn't shine on the phone anymore. Let's go this way. No, let's not go this way. Let's walk a bit more. And I'll turn right on the next street. I mean, on this street where it's crowded, full of tourists, Rinjek Glovny, I don't know if I pronounced it right. I saw it, read it somewhere. I saw it written somewhere. What you suffered? I don't know how many people, a lot of people, a holiday atmosphere. Immigrants. I saw a lot of Arabs. In fact, you'll notice them too in my footage.
Remember to like, comment, and share this video on social networks.
Ice cream. I expect the ice cream to be good here in Poland because these people have worked in Italy for a long time. And both the ice cream and the pizza should be very good. But first I want to eat something, then we'll go for ice cream. We'll take a walk here through the historic center, then we'll see where we end up eating something.
Subscribe channel.
Wow. Super. Everything is very well preserved indeed. Wow, how big is this market? I think I read that it's one of the biggest in Europe, if not the biggest medieval market. Great atmosphere, great atmosphere. How nice it is to wake up in the morning in Warsaw and in the evening to walk around here. You've all been asking me why I change destinations so often. For me, that's the essence of traveling. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. The street show. Something is happening here. Yes, this square is massive. Everything is well arranged. Let's see what's happening here for tourists. Breakdance. Breakdance, breakdance. Yes, so stop my music, breakdance. Somehow the architecture makes me think of Arab architecture. At least this building. Ah, it's a real bazaar in here. I wasn't expecting this. A bazaar with souvenirs. Incredible. Suddenly I feel completely in a different part of the world, not in Europe. How cool, really cool. Fridge magnets. I noticed the fridge magnets because during yesterday's live, a lot of you told me that you want magnets from Russia. So I plan, if I'm driving, to bring you magnets from Russia, a trunk full of magnets. If I actually get into Russia, of course. What beautiful terraces. Even these seating areas are specific to other regions. The terraces are pretty crowded. I just need to pick one. The car to eat something. Of course it will be random. Let's see where we end up. Yeah, I'll walk around a bit more. Look, more greenery there. Let's go there, I think. Where I'll feel like I'm in the forest. Please subscribe and hit the bell. Restaurancia. If restaurancia means that you eat, let's see if I can find a table here. Ask someone to seat me at a table here in the forest. I would like that. This terrace is gorgeous. This is the menu. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you and goodbye. I'm definitely going to try some Polish dishes. I've seen many things here that look absolutely amazing. These are the prices. Zloty and Lu are about 1 to 1.
Let's see my next recipe.
Man, when you're hungry, you take everything, but I'll study the menu carefully and then decide what I'll get. I don't know if you know how a beer sizzles after 10 hours on the road in the heat. Cheers. Thank you for watching. Wow, excellent beer. I think I made a great choice. There's already a line at the entrance at the terrace, which says a lot about this place right now. I know from experience that if you go when everyone is eating, the chances of finding a table are very small. If you go half an hour or an hour earlier than when most people eat, it's much better. You have a much better chance of finding a table. I know this from experience, especially in crowded places like this. I took a quick look at the plates around here and the food looks spectacular. Now I can't wait to see what they'll bring me and what this Polish platter looks like. So what smells are coming from the neighbors' tables? I didn't know what smelled so familiar. Next to me, they're eating stuffed cabbage rolls, if you can believe it. It smells exactly like at our place. Well, this is what my dinner looks like tonight, the Polish platter. Here I think I have goulash, beef goulash, some potatoes, here's some meat, but I can't tell, maybe some ribs, something like that. Yeah, the English name just came to me, dumplings. Dumplings, that's right. Dumplings, don't judge me. And I think I also have a cabbage roll here. Everything smells so good and my mouth is watering. I'm starving. I just tasted the goulash and I can't believe it. I never would have thought of such a combination for goulash, like Hungarian goulash, but with Arabic flavors. Incredible. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. Very tasty, but a very strange combination. You can really taste the Arabic flavors. It also has mushrooms. On the other hand, it's nice. Look, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. See you again in these dumplings. Goodbye, goodbye. Look, subscribe, bye. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. They have meat with spices. Edible because of the Turkish and Arabic flavors. Well, let's thank you watching. The potatoes here are amazing. I thought there were two sarmale, but there aren't two. There's only one, meaning one huge sarmale uncooked. Thank you for watching. Nothing surprising already. Chimion. Maybe it's the Arabic restaurant. It's a Polish platter. Cumin plus other Arabic flavors. Anyway, I haven't tried the ribs here. Let's see. This is very well done since you can take it off the bone with a fork. Man, this smells amazing. Pork rib with salt, and nobody else has this. Good, good. So I also make big sarmale, but my fist is small. The fist. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. By studying the food on the plate more closely, I realized something. The filling for the dumplings is identical to the filling for the sarmal, except it doesn't have rice. Subscribe to the channel, thanks. The next recipe tastes the same. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to receive notifications when the videos are posted. Very good. I ate very well, but they kind of overdid it with the flavors here. Arab or Turkish flavors, but a bit too much. But all in all, the food was very, very tasty. The market has already gotten even more crowded. I think this is the City Hall Tower, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe not. The City Hall Tower is over there, I think. Yeah, I checked a little bit on Google beforehand. The bazaar, full of wrap. From here, all I want is to eat another ice cream on my way home. After that, I'll go rest because tomorrow morning I'm leaving again. Sitting here at the table, I looked at the map for a bit, and I think I won't stop in Warsaw. I think the next stop will be in Kaunas, Lithuania. So I'm going to end this vlog here in the central square of Krakow, among thousands of tourists from all corners of the world. All right, thank you very much for following me. Thank you for following me. How cool is that backpack dog? Thank you for subscribing to this channel. Thanks to all the members and everyone who donated to support this channel. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, I kindly ask you to do so. A subscription from you helps me a lot, and it doesn't cost you anything at all. Plus, through my vlogs, you also get to see how life unfolds in different corners of the world. This time it will be the Baltic countries and Russia. Until the next vlog from here in Poland, I say goodbye to you. Yes, I had to try Polish Amarena ice cream, my favorite, but they didn't have it. So I got mango instead. It's not Italian ice cream. I read in all the guides about Krakow that it's worth visiting here in the evening in the Jewish quarter. I live here, so I decided to take another walk before bed. Great atmosphere. I found a restaurant here. I also got a card, so I think I'll come here for breakfast tomorrow morning. I got a discount. And yes, the Jewish shakshuka is top notch. So tomorrow before we leave, I think we'll have breakfast here and then we'll head out. We'll take another round. We'll take another round. Even if it's after the vlog ends, the atmosphere in the Jewish quarter truly feels special. And yes, the shadows of the past can still be felt, but people have moved on and life goes on. It's pleasant to walk here on these old streets. Synagogues everywhere. Famous rabbis have lived here for several hundred years, so thank you very much for watching. Goodbye, though there's still a sadness in the air. Goodbye. And me walking around here in serge sandals, because that's how you pronounce sirs in Hebrew, and it means roots. I blend in here. The sandals are from Israel.